Lakini sasa pale si unajua kiongozi ni mmoja na baba ni mmoja katika jamii. Unaelewa? Uwezi ita your uncle to be your father. Hapana. Baba ni mmoja na ni Matiang'i. I think you have answered your question. Sisi tumekuwa wana ODM. Na tumekuwa ODM zaidi kuliko hata wenyewe wale wanajulikana kuwa ODM. Lakini wakati kijana wetu ametokea, tumeona kwamba hawajafurahishwa. Hao ndio wameenda kutengeneza ile serikali inaitwa bread based government. Na hiyo mkate sisi hatujahusishwa. Sasa sisi tunatafuta wale ambao tutasaidiana nao kupika mkate. Sisi ndio tulikuwa members wa ODM kufika leo saa 6 hivi. Lakini kuanzia saa 6 kwenda mbele tuko na wale ambao wanashika kijana wetu mkono.
As it is now, ile kidogo inafanyika, mtu amke asubuhi alale, amke asubuhi, siku imebaki 840. Aende nyumbani, then we can manage the country after that.
ETV Africa News at this hour.
I will leave somebody to answer the second question first. Hiyo ingine I will deal with it ya UPA na Jubilee. Wewe chairman, kuja ongea mambo ya ODM Gusirat.
Asante sana kwa swali. Sisi tumekuwa wana ODM. Na tumekuwa ODM zaidi kuliko hata wenyewe wale wanajulikana kuwa ODM. Lakini wakati kijana wetu ametokea, tumeona kwamba hawajafurahishwa. Hao ndio wameenda kutengeneza ile serikali inaitwa bread based government. Na hiyo mkate sisi hatujahusishwa. Sasa sisi tunatafuta wale ambao tutasaidiana nao kupika mkate. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kuchukua fursa hii nikwambia kwamba sisi ndio tulikuwa members wa ODM kufika leo saa 6 hivi. Lakini kuanzia saa 6 kwenda mbele tuko na wale ambao wanashika kijana wetu mkono. Na maneno ya UPA bado ndio ilikuwa inaanza, tulikuwa tunatapatapa. Mtoto akianza kutambaa huwezi kumkataa. Kwa hivyo UPA kama inataka kujiunga kusupport Matiang'i, we are ready for them. Not only UPA, Germany mingi ambazo zinataka kusupport Matiang'i and we welcome them. Lakini sasa pale si unajua kiongozi ni mmoja na baba ni mmoja katika jamii. Unaelewa? Uwezi ita your uncle to be your father. Hapana. Baba ni mmoja na ni Matiang'i. I think you have answered your question. Thank you.
Wacha huyo aongee kidogo. He is from UPA.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm Isaac Atebe. I vied for a seat under the UPA ticket in Nyamira, North Mugirango constituency. And I was second, very strong second. I want to say this. Your question, this is not a question of UPA, Jubilee or anything. We have one candidate and that is Fred Okengo Matiang'i for presidency.
Yes.
Where he vies and which is most likely from Jubilee, we are going to support and make sure that he's the president of this republic. So don't have any doubt, don't start bringing in issues of UPA, Jubilee. We are focused on the presidency of Fred Matiang'i as the president of this republic. That is very clear. Thank you.
Najua umekuwa ukisumbua mimi hapa. Iko wenyewe sasa. Umejibu. Any other question, my good friends? Sooner than later, some of these issues will be made clear by Matiang'i himself. Yes, I know I've answered your question already. Gojiri. Ask. Okay. On the issue of CDF. Okay. On the issue of CDF, I have been a member of parliament and I know it is a very useful fund because it has changed the lives of Kenyans. But we have gone through a journey. We have now a constitution that doesn't sit well with the way we are managing CDF. And if you ask many of us, we still want this kitty available to the constituencies, but through a different method. Now that we have a devolved governance structure, it will be important for us to manage CDF through that structure. The money should still go to the constituency. but it can go to the constituency through the governance structure, through the devolved unit, so that we members of parliament are left oversighting. Remember, we are the ones who allocate this money in parliament, and the CDF has been used in a number of occasions to blackmail other funds. I don't want to say more about it, but the fact that it is available to members of parliament are the ones who are also allocating funds to all the other funds. It's not a good thing. It gives, it distorts the whole governance structure. And the fact that you also have access to funds that you can perhaps give to people has also compromised on the quality of readers that we have in this country. We no longer rely on the ability of somebody to articulate himself on the floor of the House. Why? Because you may put people together and give them bursaries. So it has compromised to a great extent the quality of readers we have on the floor of the National Assembly. Look at their ability to articulate issues vis-a-vis the ability of the senators to articulate issues. There is something that needs to be addressed. You cannot get members of parliament representing people the way you'd want represented on the floor. That is coming more from the Senate. Perhaps it's because they use this kitty to compromise on the quality of the leadership that we should be having on the floor. But that's a debate we can have for another day. As it is now, is if we want to amend the constitution, let us be a little bit more comprehensive. Let us not cherry pick. These piecemeal amendments, we saw them in the 60s and 70s, and we ended up with a constitution we could not understand by the time we were having Moi out. Sasa siwe namna hiyo. I don't want CDF done away with, but I also don't want it being managed by the member of parliament in the manner that... Let me tell you something that is being done by members of parliament and also the county assembly now that they have a model similar to CDF. When it comes to bursary, it is like it's a bribery thing. Ni kama kitu mnahonga wale wanapiga kura. And then you subject the Kenyans to such horrible things, kugojia watu kwa barabara ati unapatiana hii bursary forms kwa barabara. So we are reducing the dignity of a Kenyan. Is also being compromised by the way we are managing CDF, and especially when it comes to the issues of bursary. So it's a deeper issue. It's not an issue that you can just pick and run away with it and amend one section of the constitution. It's a deeper discussion that is required. And let me say this finally. I will be the last person to entrust any aspect of constitutional amendment with William Ruto. Tumalize kazi yake kwanza aende nyumbani. Hii mambo ingine yote tutakuja kusuruhisha when we have confidence with the governance structure or the people in the governance of this country. As it is now, ile kidogo inafanyika, mtu amke asubuhi alale, amke asubuhi, siku imebaki 840. Aende nyumbani. Then we can manage the country after that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Asante. Aporo again. When remember also, hii Kenya iko na ugonjwa. Na ile ugonjwa iko ni hiyo swali. Na hiyo swali ni kwa sababu unataka kila mtu awe kwa siasa kila siku. We are supposed to be campaigning in this country for only 3 months before elections. Now Ruto has been campaigning for the last 18 years. So we are now got the news that it's like everybody must be doing campaigns, politicking every day. Our constitution talks of 3 months before the date of elections. So I know Matiang'i will come a little earlier for the reasons that he needs to organize him. He's not an incumbent. But wa Kenya tukumbuke, siasa sio ya kila siku. Na ile ugonjwa kubwa tuko nayo ni mambo ya siasa kila wakati. Na kukaa juu ya gari. Hakuna mtu anajua kuna desks. I'm sure they must have made some savings because I know they didn't buy any desks. Hao watu wamekuwa na juu ya magari throughout. Hata China they must be on top of vehicles huko wakiomba pesa.
About having Matiang'i being visible. I mean, it's like you are saying he's very decent to Kenya.
Lakini wewe unajua mimi ninaitwa Kioni? Si ungojee uulize hiyo Matiang'i. Kwa nini unaniuliza maswali yake? Hiyo atakuja kujibu. Pana hizo uuliza maswali ya mtu mwingine. Sawa sawa, asante sana. Wachaneni na hii watu watauliza hizi maswali mzito.